Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 125. Yep, first time in almost a month. Last one was released June 3rd. Not June 3rd, June 7th, excuse me. So almost exactly 1 month. But yeah, I officially am back for doing Super Sentai right now. And with this one, discussing 4 episodes this time, 26 to 29. These are kind of odd ones, to say the least. While 27 mostly is just, oh, let's not have a new monster debut in this one. No, let's have Ragant versus everything, pretty much anything since like episode 6. Let's have him use a spirit monster to, well, let's have him basically just take out the Rangers with spirits of the dead bio-dimension monsters. Yep, and you managed to capture 3 in the spirit world. We're looking up, we have Ryu. Oh, by the way, the White Swan, Corey, she doesn't do much of anything. Mostly she's there for support, while Ryu basically does all the fun. Yep, though the whole thing is mostly inside of a head, but it's a really interesting episode. In the case of 26, this one is featuring a monster from Gray. Yes, Gray. Yes, the robot member of the Varum. This is his first monster he's had since episode 11. Yeah, seriously. First episode back, basically. And it's a Gray monster. Yep. Monster from Gray. Yep. Yeah, in case you're curious, though, does Maria have more monsters coming out? Yes, she has 1. Yes, 1 monster. And that's it for her. And that's episode 33. Gray's got 1 more left. Tran, who actually has an episode pop up in this one too, he pops up in 28, and after that until episode 36. Yep. Heck, Raijin has his first new monster, episode 29, first in episode 6. Yep. So, the plot of episode 26 is that we have a time monster, Gray's second monster, and also second to last monster he ever did. He actually the least amount of monsters. He had 3. So the plan is simply send the Jetman back in Stone Age. One of them does go back in time, though he does lose to get separated, though eventually able to fight him and get back to the present and destroy the monster. And it seems that Ritu, he enjoyed his time in the past. And gave him sort of a love interest who looks like she's played with the same actress who plays Corey. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. This one. Yeah. And then he goes back to the future. Apparently, inspires a legend about the Stone Age. All because he time traveled. Yep. And what was the point of Gray's plan aside from sending the Jet back in time? Don't really know. Well, actually, his plan is somebody do it so they won't summon Jet Icarus, and yet they later on do summon Jet Icarus. 27 I discussed. 28 is a very interesting one because it's the only episode of this whole thing where it features a monster who's actually not destroyed by the Jetmen. Yes, this is the drier dimension. He's not a bio-dimension monster. Oh no, he's regular. He's an original monster. And he's one of Tran's monsters. Yes, someone he's actually quite embarrassed to be involved with. Yes, for him anyways, this is the first new one he's had since episode 20. Yes, 20. And in case you're curious, how many more monsters he left after this one finishes up? Like after this episode he has 3, 4, about 5 monsters left. Yep, only about 5 monsters. Gray and Maria, 1. The Count, well, that he has like 1, 2, he's got like 4 left after 29 because there's like some substitutes that have been coming here. Yeah. But yeah, we had this guy where the monster's like, oh, I'm an original monster. He's like self-aware. And he has this guys basically do like strange things like, oh, let's have him dress as baseball players. Or have one pull up Anko's skirt. Yes, seriously. Pull up the Blue Ranger's skirt. By the way, that skirt part of this episode has never moved at all. And the line I saw was, "Oh, Anko's cute butt." I am not kidding. That was a line they had in the episode. And she said, "Pervert," and then just brushes it off like right after that. Like she's just like okay with a guy looking at her butt. That wasn't her actual butt. Basically, it was with spandex, whatever. Yeah, he's not destroyed. He ends up turning on the firearm. He just basically becomes a hairdresser. Well, a trainee hairdresser, mostly. Yeah, and we have Tran himself going to the field. By the way, he never... Get this. Out of the 4 people going in the field, only one is referred to by name, and that's, well... Rajant. Yeah. And finally, 29, he finally unleashes a new monster. Now you're probably thinking, why the heck did it take him 23 episodes to unleash a brand new monster that's actually one of his? Honestly, I have no idea. It's kind of weird. I don't know what the reason for it is. Maybe the actor just was there just to give him a break. Maybe he broke a limb or something, but kept basically appearing in the episodes. Despite the fact, with the exception of like with the exception of 27, he really didn't do anything aside from just being the back. Aside from the fact that he could say he was using. Well, what about the Dimension Beast that he was basically using? That was the Empress's monster. Yes, seriously, that was her monster. And he was using her monster because he really wanted it. So that's not technically his. He stole it. Yeah, so this first person monster. And this also, the episode's called Final Battle because it also involves him facing like people from a planet called Berserk. You're thinking, a planet called Berserk. And you're probably thinking, isn't it the same name of a manga? Yes, it is. It is considered to be, from what I can tell, one of the most violent manga I've heard of. Yeah, maybe it's a nod to the manga itself, which was just published, was actually publishing. Just start publishing like 2 years prior to that. Yep. And you might be asking, have I ever watched Berserk? No, I haven't. I've never watched Berserk. And please don't recommend watching it because I'm basically watching a bunch of other stuff right now. So I have some interest in maybe watching it because it's a sorcery stuff, but not at the moment. Nope. So the people from the planet Berserk apparently are peace people who also can have the power to make any object, including a tree branch, also including stuff like a lead pipe, even a couple of bottles into weapons. Yes. So he just like, okay, I'll just use a samurai armor that's randomly found in the junkyard. Why the heck is a 19th century samurai armor doing a junkyard? I have no freaking idea. By the way, this is one of those episodes where no giant size, no monster. Eventually, the monster, like, it's just a walking arm with no personality. Yep, it's a walking person with no personality. Yeah, it takes over one of the 2 people. Eventually, the armor is destroyed, and Ranger goes off. Though and then they go back to the world, which is like you could just allow them to stay because there's nothing on their home planet because all their people are dead. You could, I don't know, allow them to stay in the world, just stay in the city, occasionally interact them. Nope, have them go back to their home world and the back dimension. Yeah, I think this is kind of a bad idea to do. Yeah, I thought this was a really bad idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, there's also reminiscent the standalone episodes of the pilot. Yes, there's actually flashbacks to that. But it's an okay episode, but interesting nonetheless. It's a good character piece for Ryu. But yeah, interesting nonetheless. Now, that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. I'll be back later to do more episodes of this if I get time. Because next two videos are going to be two straight manga reviews. My Hero Academia and Blue Exorcist. And after that, will be two anime. Thinking two anime. Is One Piece back? Yep, it is. For this week anyways. Yep, and of course, Bard. So that'll be pretty much it for today. Yep, next video. Bye.